next room, making plans to meet him soon. Talking softly on the telephone, making plans to meet him somewhere alone. But love is no longer there. The woman of his heart no longer cares. It's best to call it quits and go your separate way. Playing a cheating game only leads to hurt and pain, and cause each other unhappy days. Cheating in the next room, making plans to be with them soon. Talking softly on the telephone, making plans to go out and do wrong.
Hey, Keita. Okay, so I'm having a little technical difficulties tonight. That was ZZ Hill, Cheating in the Next Room, and that brings us to our subject tonight. Why more and more women are taking on side relationships, okay? So, hey, y'all, thanks for joining me. I do not own the rights to that music, and anything that I say is for entertainment purposes only, okay? So, it's becoming more and more of a thing for women to be getting some on the side. Now, I know a lot of women that have cheated, hey, S, for whatever reasons, but now it's happening more and more. And why? You know, mostly it's just because she can. But some women cheat because of what they're missing at home. Every woman that I know that has cheated, they were missing something at home. Side dude treats her better than her husband, or the sex is better, or he gives her something that her husband is not providing. There are many reasons for infidelity, hey Tiff, such as revenge. He cheated, so I must even the score. I must cheat too. He needs to feel how he made me feel, okay? And men can't handle when women cheat. They lose their mind when they find out that they've been cheated on. So, like I said, some do it to even the score. Boredom, the same sex from the same person. What a yawn, you know, the thrill of sexual newness, new penis, new positions, sneaking around, looking for new places to do it or new ways to do it. Something the husband doesn't do anymore. The excitement of the affair is a big turn on. And some people have sexual addictions. So it's a need for them. Hey, John. So for one person I know, it was financial. Her husband wasn't paying their bills. He had a gambling habit. And her side dude, he was a neighbor. He helped her out, gave her money to help her keep her home afloat. And he stepped in and contributed. You know, one person was mistreated and abused in her marriage. Her side dude helped her get away from her husband. So she was grateful to him, you know. She needed to get away, and he provided an out and a help, and they didn't move in together or anything. He just helped her get away. And they even stopped seeing each other after she did leave her husband, okay? One person I know, her husband would run the streets for days at a time, not coming home, okay? Her side dude made her feel needed. So the reasons vary. Hey, Lynn. The reasons vary for why women have affairs. Experts say that motivations differ by gender. Men are searching for more sex or more sexual attention, and women are looking to fill, hey Nadine, an emotional void. When one couple I know moved to a new location because of his job, The woman had no friends, and she was isolated and alone, and a lackluster relationship to begin with, where the spark and the sex not being there anymore. Looking for a little romance, she went to the website, AshleyMadison.com, which connects married people wanting to have an affair, seeking stuff like attention and affection, things her husband wasn't providing anymore. She found a suitable, also married partner to spend her afternoons with. And it helped her at home as well. Her spirits were lifted, and her husband was none the wiser. If he ever caught on, he never said anything, and he seemed to enjoy her new attitude. Her affair lasted several months and gave her a boost in self-esteem. I think lack of communication and being taken for granted are the biggest reasons that women cheat, but mostly women seek what they are not getting at home. They are lonely, not feeling connected or no closeness from their partner, and they feel, again, like I say, taken for granted. Some say they wanted to have someone look into their eyes and make them feel sexy again and talk sexy to them and tell them that they're beautiful, something that their husbands no longer was doing or seemed like he wanted to do. And, one of my friends said, she tried to talk to her husband about it and he ignored her. So remember, fellas, or anybody, actually, the same thing it took to get your baby hook. You can't fall off. And that's for everybody in a relationship, not just, for men to women. It's for everybody. You need to make your partner still feel safe, sexual, attractive, needed, and care for their wants and desires. I'm sorry, that's what you signed up for when you got married, okay? Most of the women were searching for an emotional connection. And yes, every affair is different. And so are, hey, Kat, every woman's reason for their involvement in the affair. Men are more likely to say it was sexual motivation, like I said, for cheating. It's about the sex for them. They are less likely to fall in love with an extramarital partner. Women tend to have an emotional desire from their partner and an emotional connection with their lover, and are more likely to fall in love during an affair, which probably started because of loneliness. Now, with men, every guy that I have asked why they cheated, they said because they could, for the most part. No other reason than that. I mean, yeah, there are some that said, they were not getting what they wanted at home, reasons like not getting sex as often or as they would like, or not getting the type of sex that they would like, meaning oral sex. Women seem to fall off, they say, once they got married. But now women don't have reasons. They're just getting it in with an attractive guy that they just want to have sex with. And that's new and recent, and I think it comes to equality. Okay, now that's new, and I know that is having an affair now say they liked him. Women that I know that are having an affair now say that they liked him, they wanted him, and this is the equality that we as women seek, because I know some women that are only getting sex from their side dude and nothing else. No romance, no treating them special, just a quick orgasm, hi Ollie, in dirty, out of the way places. Some women even now are even paying for the affair, or they provide the side dude with nice gifts and trips, just like men used to do with their mistresses. Now, for women that are leaving the relationship, they have affairs to transition out of their bad marriage. We as women have left the relationship mentally and emotionally long before we leave physically. So we may start an affair, but we are pretty much out the door at that point, not really caring about the marriage anymore. But for the most part, more and more women are cheating just because they can. Okay, so is this the equality that we seek, to be equal with men, that we now cheat like men, Essie says, I agree with all that. You on point. Thank you. To feel more like men, like I said, some women are, I know some that can't afford it and are paying for their side dude's apartment, paying his car note, but they work a 9 to 5, and it's like, what do you tell the husband? Where's your money going? Because like I said, some of these women that I know, they can't afford it to do that. They're not wealthy. They're just out trying to buy that sex. Men used to do that. They used to spend money from home on their mistress, and but that was what it was back in the day. And like I said, women did the things that they did more so years ago just to get emotional support, something they're missing at home. But now, like I said, these women are cheating now just because they can. He is attractive and I want to have sex with him, and whatever it takes, that's what I'm going to do. And I don't really think that that's a good thing. Me myself, I don't think I could have sex with my husband and have sex with somebody else. I would be tired. I'm not having that much sex with anybody, and I don't think I would ever want to have that much sex with anybody. So what if you come home from having sex with your side dude and your husband wants to have sex? You're going to be tired. And then what if you get pregnant? If you're at that age where you can get pregnant, whose baby is it? You had sex with both of them on the same day. You don't know. So these are things that we must take into consideration when having an affair. Women, we don't have to be equal in everything that we do. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. Today is National Women's Day, and we have strived and struggled to be equal to men, but we don't have to be equal in cheating, whatever your reasons, I probably could see cheating too because he did, but what does that really accomplish? Okay. Being with somebody outside of the sanctity of your marriage because they are attractive and you want them, I don't think that's a good thing. Now, I do think after you have tried to communicate with your spouse, because a lot of these people I know, things weren't on their side. They tried to talk to that person, and like I said, the person was mistreating them. One person was running the streets. One person was gambling away the money. That's different. That these were means that they had to have to survive. Okay. Now we're talking about just cheating, to be, men do it. You don't got to do that. Okay. Nobody should be cheating, but at the same time, you don't have to do it just because somebody else has. I personally would try to work on my marriage before I had an affair. And if I'm going to go outside of my marriage, then there's no sense in me being married. I should just end that and go be with that other person. Okay. That's really how it should be, but that's not how it is. Okay. So let's just leave it at that. All right. So March is National Reading Month. This would be a good time for you to pick up a copy of my book, A Ain't Always for Apple. It's an erotic adult alphabet book. It is a sexy way intended to help those who struggle with reading start their learn to read journey. There is no shame in not knowing how to read. The shame comes from not doing anything about it. Do not sit there and not know how to read and think that is okay, because it is not. And all you have to do is start. And I wrote the book because you don't want, to read children's books. You want to read something that's going to grab your attention and make you want to read and look for the next word. And then maybe you can do some of the things that are in this book. That way you know how to spell what you're doing. That's all I'm saying, all right? When the book is available on Amazon for just $10, and make sure you set your book filter, or it will bring up everything that starts with the letter that has Apple, the word Apple in it. Okay. Also, make sure you share my videos, spread me around. I would appreciate it. Also, the second book is almost done. I am really close. I figure it will be done by and out and complete by June, and I'm putting it out there like that so you can hold me to it. Okay, so if I put stuff out there, I feel like I owe it to you to get done what I say I'm going to get done. Okay, the next book is going to be sexier than this one. We were talking about sequels the other day, and people said, oh, the sequels are not always as good as the original, or the sequel to this is going to be so much better. Okay, trust me, it was hard to find 26 more letters that I could use, but I did, and it's on the way. All right, so that is going to do it for me. Please continue to stay safe. Let's continue to pray, because prayer works and we need it. This virus is not over. Do not be fooled by what's going on in the world. Wear your mask. So still social distance. Be safe. That's the bottom line. Be safe. You know, we have to. Do not let your guard down, because the minute you do, something could happen. All right. And I want you guys to be here just like I want to be here. All right. So I truly appreciate you guys for being here, because you could be doing something else. You could be somewhere else, but you spend this time with me. And I thank you for it. And I do appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your night. Okay. Bye for now.